Guys, welcome to Better Bachelor. This is Joker with a face for radio and a voice for print. Tonight, I have a kind of an interesting story. This is from the Daily Mail. A woman, 24. She says she's dating sugar daddies, but I'd probably call it Splenda Daddy. Splenda. Because these guys can't have too much sugar, just to be honest. And it's helped her pay off $8,500 in student debt. As she reveals, she's even moved in with one of her wealthy partners for the bug lockdown. Let's get recording on this. Here's the thing that strikes me with this. I don't know if I'm going to use her photo for the thumbnail or not, because I try to keep my thumbnails with very attractive women, because even I like looking at photos of attractive women. This woman, I would say, is relatively average. She's certainly not my type. I will let you make your own judgment on that. It is not for me to say, because far be it for me to be a supermodel. But she's not what you'd think of on one of these traditional sites that have Splenda Daddies.
How dare you?
Anyway, Billy Ladd. Here's what amazes me. They are so comfortable giving out their names, where they're from, how they made their money. I would be so keeping this on the down low. But again, this is where society's taken us. This is a moment of pride. Look at me. I'm making money off my looks. Ish. Billy Ladd, 24 from California, regularly dates wealthy older men who lavish her with gifts and financial support. She's used cash given to her by her Splenda Daddies to eliminate $8,500 in college loans, and she may have gotten more than that. I saw the title, and I'm like, I'm doing a video on this. I have not read down through it, because I wanted to try to keep some genuine surprise in this for both of us together. So she may have gotten more money than just the $8,500 for the college loans. Dates also like to take Billy, a special education teacher, to fancy meals and activities like skiing. She makes it clear that there's no guarantee of getting physical right away. Keywords: right away. There's no guarantees on that when you go out on a date with a regular girl either, but 2-3 dates in, I'm pretty sure Splenda Daddy's going to be like, what's up? Billy's currently living with a man she met this way, who is also in his 20s. Though they are exclusive, they both still message other people. So maybe she gave up on her ways. But I'm guessing a gentleman in his 20s that is paying for time with her is probably not what I would say is, shall we call it, cream of the crop. That's just a guess. But again, the pride in this. Now, there is part of me that makes me feel a little frustration, because a lot of you young guys out there, and I know this, especially at 24, $8,500 is a huge chunk of change when I was 24. So I know it is for you when you're 24. That's a hefty sum. And to hear that a woman that is relatively average looking is able to get paid to date is, I'm certainly frustrating for you guys. However, I will say, I don't know how many dates she had to go through, how many Splenda men she had to go through to get to $8,500. And I have to think that takes a toll on your soul, that you don't come out of this unscathed. Although in every photo here, she certainly seems like she's happy. So what do I know? But this is an option I know as a man I would love to be able to date and get money for it. But that's not an option for us. So she said, let's see, 24, California. Okay, a Billy who works full-time as a special education teacher. Okay, so that also bothers me, that she's an educator. This is a teacher. That's not good. Like, is that okay to the school where she works? So somehow this is less bad than an OnlyFans or having, bobs and vagine showing on the internet on photos? Like, where are we? How did we arrive here? Welcome to 2020. I am so confused. This is old man. I'm an old man. Look, you see that little gray right there? I'm officially an old man. Because none of this makes sense to me, that this is in the realm of being okay. Old man Joker, I'm telling you. She insists she doesn't go out with men who expect to sleep with her right off the bat. Right off the bat. Now, she has some medals here, so she does marathons or is active. Okay. Wow. Billy started using online dating in 2004, mainly opting for Tinder and Bumble in college when she'd date other college guys. Since graduating and coming to the Bay Area, though, so she's very liberal, I would assume, I've had much less leisure time to endlessly scroll through people I wanted to date. My love language is gift giving and receiving. I'm betting the gift she receives is cash. I'm betting the gift she gives is probably more of a physical nature. Just a guess. I'm guessing she's not buying them high top sneakers. Let's see. I only wanted to date men who were willing to talk to me in a way that made me feel wanted and loved. For example, through gifts. Billy explained that Splenda dating means she no longer has to scroll through hundreds of people on the off chance there will be one who meets my standards. So this is real. How is this real? So I can focus more on dating and less on finding. So she doesn't have to scroll endlessly to find someone who meets her standards. Now, maybe she's swiping on a lot of guys and they're not matching with her, maybe. But she's still struggling to find someone that meets her standards. And this so expresses the frustration of men. Is that, I'll be honest with you. I'll be straight up with you. When I was dating, here are my standards. Don't be overweight. You don't even have to have like a six-pack and be jacked. I'm just saying, don't be overweight. Average is fine. Redhead, don't care. Brunette, don't care. Blonde, don't care. Taller than me, don't really care. Shorter than me, don't really care. Have a good personality. Be nice, be funny, be interesting. Be in touch with your sensuality. We got a great start. Like, that would be enough. If you said there's a woman with all those qualities, I'd be like, hey, let's meet up. Let's go out. I don't have to ask what she does. I don't have to ask, where she graduated. I don't have to ask what her future this or that is, because I'm financially secure. All I'd like is somebody sane and relatively healthy to go out with. I can't even get a match on that. The last time I went to do a video for you guys, and I was going to show you some of the matches. I didn't even get matches. And there's part of me, again, and when that happens to you, you're like, what is wrong with me? Well, I can't even match with somebody like this. Unrealistic expectations. She didn't want to scroll endlessly for someone to meet her expectations. Let's see. She added that she doesn't necessarily earn good money through her Splenda Daddies, they have given her room to breathe when it comes to her student loans, meaning she can enjoy life instead. Okay, so she doesn't earn good money from doing her from her job. It says she's full-time as a special ed teacher, so how is that not enough to take care of your loans, and now she has room to breathe? What happens if I go get a degree and I go work a job? I have to work a part-time job too on top of my full-time job. I don't have this as an option. It's such a lazy bailout. And I can't say that I wouldn't do it too. I mean, if I was a 5 and I had other 5 and 6 women willing to pay me to go out with them, I probably would. I can't necessarily judge her on that, but the entitlement and the pickiness is just crazy. Here she is at probably the Grand Canyon probably. just Splenda dating is not for every person, but it certainly works for me, she explained. Yeah, I don't keep a solid record of all the gifts and presents Splenda Daddies have given me, but I have been able to pay off my undergraduate student loans of $8,500, which has been such a life changer. It has made me so much more exciting to plan for the future. She has also been treated to plenty of decadent meals and adventurous dates such as skiing and rock climbing, which she says are expensive activities to do in California. Billy said that she finds Splenda dating daddies as an empowering experience, which has given her a better sense of self. I know what I want, and I know what I have to offer. And I'm able to surround myself with like-minded individuals. You can surround yourself with like-minded individuals just dating. And, well, my like-minded individuals give me cash. I guess that's her view on this. I'm so glad I'm not dating. I'm so glad I'm not in this. I can sit up on my perch. This is me. You see her in this photo? This is actually me. I'm up here looking down at all the hot mess burning below and just snickering and pointing. There's no way I could be involved in the dating market like this. I don't know how I even if I was, fellas, I'm telling you, even if I wanted to meet somebody, I mean, you meet them at work, you meet them at coffee shops, I guess you'd have to go find a dating coach, because I certainly couldn't tell you, because this is just, I just look at it and it reminds me, if you remember the end of The Joker, the end of the movie of The Joker, which looks a lot of like what's going on in many of our cities now, and he's just driving away from the fires and the mess and the burning and the chaos, and he's just looking out the window listening to some music, whatever they were playing on the radio, and he's just smiling. That's me. That's Joker right here, driving away from the mess. She says she set clear expectations over text or FaceTime before heading off on her date. She set clear, here's are my rules. And make them aware just because she's going on a date with him does not guarantee or entitle them to anything more than a pleasant evening with fun conversation. Again, she makes sure dates may know they may not sleep with her right away. There are many men out there that expect intimacy right away, but those men are kind of creepy and not the kind of men I say yes to a date with. If my date doesn't respond well to that, then I cancel the date and move on, she said, adding that there will always be jerks and creeps everywhere. Well, yes, but remember the site that you're on. I mean, you're not going to necessarily be attracting the creme de la creme, okay? But I feel like I put the necessary safeguards in place to avoid most of these men. Billy said her arrangements with her Splenda daddies are not so different from a typical date, and she'll often meet up with them at a bar, coffee shop, theater, restaurant. Every relationship progress at a different pace, she noted. And that's what she finds makes it so exciting. Okay, yeah, but why did you have to get cash at the end of that? To every relationship progresses at a different pace. That's for everyone. The only difference is I don't get handed $200 at the end of it, or $100 or 75 cents, whatever. Every relationship progresses. Okay, social and emotional relationships are easiest to establish. And there's certainly a lot of men in the Bay Area of California that just want someone to talk to. Don't be that guy. If you need someone to talk to, get a dog. Start a YouTube channel. There are men out there that expect intimacy right away, but those men are, yeah, you already said that. If our relationships turn physical, then awesome, she said. If they try to force it or think they're entitled to it because they took me on a date, then he's not a man, but rather an animal, in my opinion. I'm going to run away from him. She's currently quarantining with a man she met this way. However, he is in his 20s, unlike many of the older men she usually dates. Let's see. Billy is currently in a romantic relationship with an incredible Splenda man and has even shacked up with him in his cabin near Lake Tahoe amid the bug lockdown. I'm telling you, I'm impressed. I'm impressed at two things. Number one, that she has the temerity to go for it, and that there's guys out there willing to pull the trigger and open their wallets to spend time with her. I'm double impressed, but it makes me sad that there are guys that would do that. He's the only man I have a romantic and physical connection with now. Let's see, he's a lot younger, 20s like me. I call him my romantic partner rather than my Splenda man. He does all the same things, though. Treats me to delicious food on dates, on dishes, made himself. He takes me on fantastic weekends in the Bay Area and buys me gifts that are meaningful beyond my own budget, such as sexy clothes. Billy said that while the pair have talked about the future beyond the bug, nothing is certain. We've been slowly introducing each other to our families and friends. That's a good-looking picture there. She's smitten, but she's still messaging and flirting other men, and her romantic partner is also still in contact with a number of women. Does he pay for those too? Oh, that's enough of that. Holy crap! There's nothing else there, but I'll put a link below for you guys. Guys, I'm telling you, here's the thing though. It is tougher for us guys. We don't have bailouts like this. We don't have options to do this. But I think the nice thing is that we don't, if you are a good, strong, independent, intelligent man who's hardworking and motivated and dedicated and so on and so forth, you are your own master. You're your own leader, and you can work hard and you can better yourself. She is dependent upon other people for her happiness, for her finances, for her trips, for everything she wants in life. She is dependent on someone else to bring that to her. At least you can say, yes, it's not as easy for us. But I'll tell you something. Everything I have is mine. No one can take anything away from me. I don't have any stress of finding somebody to pay for my adventures or any of this stuff. So at least we got that. And you know what? We don't lose our soul to something like this. Because it's selling the soul for dollars, as far as I'm concerned. I don't know. I thought you guys get a kick out of the story, so I thought I'd share it with you. Guys, don't forget. I'm still going to stay here on YouTube, but I've got local.com down below, links below. You'll see I'll put a little something up here, a graphic next to me. I've got locals.com. I've created a page where you guys can join in. First month is for free, so you can check it out. You can join up. Members, to become a member is $1. To be able to chat on the forums is $3, and that's so that if things end here at YouTube, I have over there. But here's the way I've set it up right now. It's a little rough. I just set it up, so it may not be work perfectly. If it doesn't, let me know. It's going to be almost like a Twitter page. So I post videos up there. I can post articles. I can post photos. I can post comments. You guys can also post comments and photos and things to talk about in the community. Kind of like it looks like a Twitter page, but it's kind of like a little community for us. It is not censored. No one can touch it. No one can come in and moderate it as long as I don't have anything that is, what's the word I'm looking for? As long as it's not really attacking someone else, calling out for bad things against other people, and as long as it falls within copyright, as long as there's nothing that's terribly copyrighted up there, then we're good. So that is if you guys want to join me over there, it's my own little page of our corner of the internet that I've set up for us guys, so that if you guys want to make a comment or a post and have a thread and talk about it and so on and so forth, that is there for us. So check out the links below. I've got a link that'll give you a free month. Go check it out. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. This is Better Bachelor. I am Joker. And remember, it may not be quite as easy for us to have an experience like this and have this kind of money coming in, but at least you're never going to be dependent on somebody else to fund for you, to take care of you, and to have someone to rely upon. At least you can be your own rock, your own ship, sailing off into the sunset.